Hey, what's up guys, Lockhart here with this final build video before the Horns of the Reach patch. This is more of an edited build of my quote-unquote new meta sorcerer build. I guess you could title this one the new meta sorcerer build. As most of you guys know, they screwed over Torgus pact, so yeah, that build is not necessarily unviable, but I found a much better alternative and super cheap to make. So let's go ahead and hop right into it here. Take a look at the character sheet. Magic recovery for this build is actually overkill to 1900. If you see the Atro we're running here, we're going to be running the Lover instead to give it the spell pin, because on our weapons we're not going to be running sharpened anymore. So you got to make up for that spell pin elsewhere. We do have Wish Mothers on. So let's go over the sets. Already spoiled it. I'm bad at this. Alright, so we're running 5 Shackle Breaker. You see sharpened right now, that will be infused. Running the Daydream enchantment on that. On our back bar, running the Crusher enchantment. That's just to make up for the lack of spell pin instead of running sharpened. The changes to infused, you know, they're going to increase the effectiveness by 10%, and also the cooldown by another 10%. So the good set we're running is Night Slayer. This is a super great build. It gives you health, max, spell damage, since we have a kind of a small health pool anyway. And the 10%, the 5 piece at 10%. Digital damage hits hella hard. I'm going to show you how we're going to couple that in our combo in a minute. And keep in mind, guys, this is not a open world build. This is more of a 1v1 dueling build or ganking. You could get some pretty nice ganks off. You can hide in stealth with Inner Light and proc all your shit. At the end, I will toss in some clips showing you the viability. And it's against some pretty decent people, so you can see it's not shit. Typical spell bar setup. Frags, Curse, Inner Light. Doing Force Pulse right now. Crushing Shock's probably 9 times out of 10 a better alternative. Running Streak. If you're in duels, you could run Streak or Execute. It really doesn't matter. I'm using Shooting Star right now because Dawnbreaker is bugged. You can roll dodge it. Like, what the fuck? Soul Assault's also really good to catch the stem, blades off guard. On our back bar, you could run Last Champion for Open World. Right now, I'm just running Atro in duels. You could also use an Overload bar in open world as well. I don't like using Overload bar in duels, it's kind of shitty. Or Shooting Star if you want Dawnbreaker in your front bar. We're running Shuffle. We're able to use this because of our champion system. I'll go over that in a little bit. Plus the immobilization is awesome. It gets you out of Talons, gets you out of Trap Beast. Running Power Surge. I like the longevity of the buff, plus it heals you pretty great passively. Running Dark Conversion. In duels, you typically want to use this against stand builds to make sure you're at max Mag most of the time, but if you're going against Magicka builds, just toss on Harness. Never running any sustain issues. And of course, the Harden and Healing Ward. Alright, so let's go into Champion System. We're running 72 on the Warlord. This is probably overkill. You should probably take 21 points out of Warlord and toss into Tenacity. And 49 Arcanas for Mooncalf. Like I said, you should probably have more points into Tenacity, where this is kind of a semi-heavy attack build. Next, we have Living in Shadow Ward at 51 Tumbling. I roll dodge a lot, as you guys know. We got 49 into Ellie Expert. We have a shit ton in Spell Erosion, like I said, to make up for the lack of Sharpened Enchantment and the nerf. We got 15% in the Elfborn. You could actually probably spare some points in the Elfborn and put them in the Staff Expert. If you still wanted to. It just kind of depends what you find yourself doing more. I got CC6 in the Master Arms right now. This is what I found to be, kind of suboptimal. I mean, the points are allocated 100% efficiently, but they're alright. So this is how we're able to run the Unchained passive. We have 120 points into the Warrior Tree, which gives you the, you can read it there. As soon as you break CC, the next cost of your stamina ability is virtually nothing. Got 37 points in the Bastion. You'll need a lot of points into there. Since you're reapplying shields anyway. So there's the build, guys. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I've tossed some clips at the end, so enjoy them. At first I wasn't going to narrate these, but I think it's important for me to kind of touch on what I'm doing here. The first duels against Ruling Streaks is really good, really nice guy. Stamplar is probably your hardest counter, so if you can beat this class, you can beat anything. So what I'm doing here, I'm just, weaving, drop a meteor, make some room. When you're able to go on the offensive uncontested, this when the build shines. See right there, I got one heavy attack combo off. I'm able to set up for a second one, and that's just the end. Boom. Alright, next one is against Izero, really good sorcerer, really top tier. I don't really do a lot of the heavy attack combos in this one. Kind of really don't need to with this build. You know, just sometimes you don't. Against super tanky targets, you know, like I said, the Stamplar, this build works super good against them. Other sorcerers, you know, not so much. You wouldn't apply as much pressure as you can, you know, stamina resource and such. But you notice he runs out stam here. It's really unfortunate. But yeah, this last one's against Ferocious Leap. I did drop the Astro on this one only because he was running poisons. This is my justification for that. But he's applying a lot of pressure. Notice he's Stamplar. Caught me in heavy there. It's kind of risky to take with this build sometimes. Overblocked. That was my bad. But when you're able to get the first heavy attack combo off, it's just hard to recover from that. So he almost one-shots him there. Ends up doing it one more time and it kills him. But thanks for watching, guys. Like and sub for more. I really appreciate it. See you in the next one.